Hey everybody. Okay, so I'm back here with this vector thrust Canard, and this is the end of the line in terms of what I wanted to experiment with. It actually worked out extremely well, as you can see on the final flight videos, 3 takeoffs, 2 landings that I posted. I just skipped the intermediate video. There was no point in putting it up because the flight video, because I was able to build this rotating engine bay fairly easily. It's 2-position, 45 degrees downward and full up, full straight ahead. It's actually slightly pointed upward, but when the engine is pushing, it goes to straight ahead position. And the same here, even though when it's pointing like more than 45 degrees down, when the engine is pushing, it kind of takes up some of the slack here, and it brings it up a little bit. You know, the flight video kind of says it all, but I'm just going to give a little bit of clarity on what I changed here in order to give you a sense of what really works. That, I don't know if you guys remember, but on the previous version of this, I had 2 skids up front that were similar to the 2 skids in the back, and that was just providing a lot of unwanted friction on the ground. And you know, that was just hampering takeoff. So I just put on this kind of a little bit ugly front landing gear here, or takeoff gear, but it worked out very nicely in terms of absorbing shock impact. As you can see on the last video, flight video, where I have 2 landings, and it just bounces very nicely on landing. It takes a lot of the impact up. So here's the elevons. I do not have any elevator on the front Canard because it just doesn't seem to be necessary. These very large elevons in the back just do the job just fine. The video that I took today, the flight video, was actually in quite windy conditions, and I was not expecting it to work out as well as it did. So I was like kind of shocked, and you know, felt a sense of gratification when everything worked out as expected. Once again, and you know, for the takeoff, this engine bay is rotated 45 degrees down to give, it's a pusher prop, so that gives a vertical component of lift. And then once immediately after takeoff, the engine is put to the full forward position, because otherwise it becomes very difficult to control. You know, so you got to be a little bit on top of the game with that, and just basically, and I mean, it's pretty obvious from the videos. You can probably see from the flight video, you can take a guess when I do the switchover. It's almost immediately, like a, you know, as soon as it lifts off the ground, essentially, I swing it to the fully forward position. I've already discussed the other structural changes that I made in the prior video for stiffness, even though nevertheless I am seeing some twisting of the front wing relative to the rear wing in flight, and it still flies. I'm just thinking of maybe stiffening this up a little bit more, although it's kind of on the border of the weight situation. It's kind of already getting a bit chunky and heavy, so I might not do anything with it in terms of that, and just fly it the way it is. It's not a very aerobatic airplane. It's got a lot of wing area and a fairly low wing loading, probably around 8 ounces per square foot, and it just gets, today was a very windy day when I took the flight videos, and it was just getting, you know, carried around like a kite when it was at certain angle of attack and so on. That could be that I was playing with the thrust angle, and you know, that kind of might have made it a little bit more difficult to control. Anyway, not much more to say. Good luck with your experimentations. If you have any questions about how to make any of this stuff work, you know, feel free to send me a message. Alright, good luck to you guys.